Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Jeff Burchell here. So I'm continuing my discussion about this awesome book that I've started reading, 13 Resolutions for Life Resolved by Orrin Woodward. I'm still in chapter 1. I'm going to continue with the circles of life, as I started calling them. One of the comments on one of my videos said that, and I really like that. Today I'm going to be talking about the potential circle. And essentially, your natural talents are your ultimate potential. What you already have, what you were born with, what you're good at, is what is your potential to be something great. Malcolm Gladwell says that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to become a master of something. And hey, if you're already kind of good at it, it's a lot easier to move yourself up on that scale of 1 to 10 being 10 the master. If you're already starting at a 5 or a 6, it's a lot easier to move up a point or two in a 10,000 hour period than it is to move from those lower numbers up. And you have to really dig deep. This is part of these circles that I'm talking to figure out your why. And we'll get to that one in a couple more videos, because we got one more after this. But I really like this quote by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frighten us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to manifest the glory that is within us. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Isn't that just an awesome quote? Darren Hardy yesterday in one of his Darren Daily, and I highly recommend you subscribe to his Darren Dailies. They're very motivational. It's just a couple minutes every morning. He was telling a story. Years ago, there was a business owner, and he was just in debt up to his eyeballs. The creditors were closing in on him. The banks were calling in their notes, and his suppliers were starting to shut down his chains and making it impossible for him to do business. So one day he went out into the park, and he was sitting on a park bench just contemplating, how am I going to get out of this trouble? And an old man comes down around in the corner and sits down next to him and says, you look like you have some worries going on there, and tell me about them. So the business owner tells this old man about what's going on in his life, and the old man says, I think I can help you. He said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write you a check right now, and in 1 year from this date, we're going to meet back on this park bench, and you can pay me back then. The guy got out his checkbook and wrote out a check, handed it to the business owner, and he left without another word. The business owner looked at the check, and it was for $500,000 signed by John D. Rockefeller. He was totally blown away. All of his financial troubles were gone. He rushed back to his office, and he put the check in his safe. He didn't take it to the bank. He didn't cash it. And he proceeded to get back to work. Got things flowing again. Got back on the right side with his suppliers so that he could do business again. Paid off his debts. Got his business turned back around. Never cashed the check. A year from that date, he went back to the park and was sitting on that bench. And he waited a while. And the guy didn't show up. So he decided, I'm going to stick it out and wait a little bit longer. And eventually the old guy came walking by. But he didn't really notice the business owner. Didn't recognize him. And as the business owner stood up to go over and hand the guy the check, a nurse came running over and said, oh, there you are. I hope this guy wasn't bothering you. He has a tendency to tell people that he's John D. Rockefeller. Think about that. It wasn't the money. It was the confidence. It was the ability to push himself to the next level, to use his potential and his natural talents to get his business back on track and make things successful again. So your natural talents are your ultimate potential. I hope this helps. Tomorrow I want to talk about, or my next video, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, but the next video we're going to talk about the third circle here and profit, because profits are important. As Zig Ziglar says, money's not the most important thing, but it's right up there next to oxygen, right? So, hey, if you're getting value, please be sure to leave a comment and like and share this. Whether you're watching on Facebook, leave the comment above. If you're watching on YouTube, leave the comment below. I'd really appreciate to hear you. Make sure to, like and share. If I'm providing any value to you, the feedback would be awesome help for me. Have a great day, my friend. My name is Jeff Burchell. Thank you.